guys? So able to see my desktop?
Yeah.
Okay, now today we are going to discuss TestNG. Okay, which is another framework like JUnit. Anyone heard about JUnit?
Yeah, just heard.
Yeah, okay. So it is
It gives a report, right?
exactly. It is more than JUnit actually.
Advanced level like.
Yes, exactly. So here what we can do, you can use data-driven testing. So that's what we were discussing, right? So if you have
Yeah.
data provider, then you can work with the data-driven testing using TestNG. Okay, or if you want to execute couple of test cases, so you can execute the test cases as a batch. Okay, I have 100 test cases. I want to execute all of them at one go. So I cannot go every time execute, right?
Yeah.
So, or you want to execute only particular test cases, means something should execute and something should not execute. Okay, then grouping the test cases. Now, since when you are writing the test cases, after a certain point in time, you know what are my regression test cases, or what are the test cases I use for the smoke testing, or what are the test cases I use for sanity testing. So if you group them, then next time for the next release onwards, you can say, okay, smoke testing, after environment preparation, I should execute these test cases as part of smoke testing. Then you know what are your release related test cases. Then after some time, you should start the regression testing. So if you create a proper folder, then it is easy for you to execute. Okay, so then finally you have to go with the reports. So you should have a proper report. Okay, all these things we do using TestNG.
Suresh,
Yeah,
what exactly sanity testing is?
sanity testing. So some people says that it is similar to smoke testing, or some people says that it is similar to regression testing. So in sanity testing, we see we you know what is smoke testing, right?
Actually, I know regression testing.
See, smoke testing means before starting off your actual system testing, we do smoke testing.
Okay.
Okay, assume that you are going to start your system testing on 26th.
Okay.
So the development team and your admin team should prepare your environment by Wednesday, means end of the day.
Okay.
Then on these 2 days, whatever you perform is a smoke test.
Okay.
So that if you have any problems in terms of environment, in terms of data, in terms of scripts, you can identify, because as a tester, you should make sure that those scripts are working fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is you do as part of your smoke testing. During the smoke testing, you do only positive testing.
Okay.
You should not execute
Like
any test.
login testing, right?
Yeah, so everything is going fine or not.
Okay.
See, you do only positive testing, but it is if it is ending up in some errors, you should raise them.
Okay.
So you
Before
are
starting
executing with
picking
the
up
proper
faults.
user ID and password, and it is not allowing, then there is a problem.
Hmm.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now you will click on inbox, but it is showing you sent item, so then it is a problem. Okay.
Yeah.
So always do positive testing when you are doing going with the smoke testing.
Okay.
Okay, then so on these 2 days we do smoke testing. So sanity testing, some important test cases that can be from your regression testing or that can be from your system testing. Okay,
Okay.
we also pick those one or not everything, maybe two, three, four, five, something like that. So you pick them and you execute after you finish your smoke testing, or parallel to your smoke testing.
Okay.
Okay, so once you are done with this one, and you will drop a mail by Friday afternoon or in the evening saying that, yeah, all the test scripts which are executed as part of smoke testing and sanity are working fine. Or if you see that, okay, you have raised some defects and it is not closed by Friday end of the day, then you will say, I have raised so and so, this has to be fixed if we want to start the system testing. So done, straightforward.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's clear now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now how to activate my TestNG in my Eclipse. So go here. First thing is on your Eclipse, go to preference, window preference, and see whether you have any TestNG. So here I do have TestNG, isn't it?
Yeah.
But in your case, since you are not worked as of now, you will not be finding TestNG. Okay, just check once whether you have TestNG or not. Okay, so assume that if I do not have, go to help and click on install new software. So here we should add something. So what you need to do is go to Google, click on TestNG. So you can find something here, TestNG. So here it says something. So go to download. So now you can see something. So just check which is good for you. See here, Eclipse Java 1.7, Eclipse 4.2 and above is required. 3.x is not supported anymore. So you should check your configuration before downloading. Okay, so check this one. Okay, so check any of this one. Okay, so mostly go with this one. Okay, Control C and go to Eclipse, and so here work with. So enter this one. So since I have already, I'll get an error like this. Otherwise, what you need to do is you will get the TestNG over here, and what you need to do is you should add something like this TestNG, and you should give your URL. If you provide your URL, then it will ask next. So just go with the next. Okay. So if you have any problem in installing, just let me know. Okay. Or you can find
Yeah.
in the Google, means in the YouTube or Google, you can find how to install it. The steps also you can
Otherwise,
find.
we can find directly by typing TestNG in the help, right?
Which one you need this link, right?
Oh no, I just type the
Yeah,
TestNG
yeah.
in search box of help.
One second. So go
Actually, I
here.
seen a video. Actually, I added TestNG day before yesterday.
Okay. So since I have already, let me check web search.
It's like Xlip Marketplace, not search.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So we should go with this one.
Eclipse Marketplace.
Okay, I have some problem looks like. Just a second, guys. I think I have some problem with the internet connection. So sorry, guys. But so you can find either Eclipse Marketplace, or you can find like this also. So what you do, see Eclipse Marketplace, you can find here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can use any of this one. Then once you're done with that, so just restart your Eclipse. It will ask for, can I restart my Eclipse? So restart it. Okay, now after restarting, what you do is you create a new one. So then you can find in the Windows, in the preference, you can find the test-ng. So once you find the test-ng, so what you do is, so create a separate folder, or it's always better create a separate folder, and something like this, you give some folder name, then you give your package name. Okay, then give something like this, some class name. So here I'll go with some sample class, sample1. So as of now, I'll use public static void main. So generally, when you want system out.println, okay, so if I have this one, then only I can print this one, right? As of now. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, let us execute. So there you can see Java something, right?
Yeah.
So hi printed. So when I give right click, so it is giving Java application. But I don't want to use this one. So now check whether anything, see, is it giving?
No, without main method it can't.
Yeah, so now what we do is we write something called public. 1 minute guys, 1 minute guys. Okay, now it is giving an error. So what to do now? So use test page. So what is happening now? It's throwing.
Error. So,
So now it stopped. But are we getting Java?
no.
So now since we have test-ng, so what we can do is give @test. So now it is throwing an error. So first you will get something like this, add JUnit4 or add test-ng library to the build path. So you have to click that first. Okay, once you click that, then now it will give import test. So import. So now gone. Now right click. See now.
Means we are adding libraries
Yeah,
before.
exactly.
Okay.
So what you need to do is you have to add it first.
Okay.
Okay, so remember that point. So you will get like add test-ng library path to build path. So click that one first. Once you click that one, then come here and click on it. Okay, import test. Okay,
Okay.
now you can able to see test-ng. So now run it. So if you want to see here, you can see here, see past one, or if you want to see in the console, see here, it has given message hi and test page is passed and default test run is 1, failure is 1, skips 0. Okay, default suit. So I'll tell you what is suit and all. Okay, it's clear. If I have one more thing, so what I need to do, so just copy. If you want another test case, so here what I do is uh, this is my, I'll say opening browser. This is my login page. Okay, so here I'll just give executing test1. So here I'll give executing test2. Okay, so now if you see order here, what is happening? First opening browser, then login page. Right click, now see what happens. See what is happening? First login page is working, then opening browser. Is it correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So always we should do opening browser, then only login page.
Okay.
Correct? So that is one thing. Okay, so you have to prioritize your test cases. We have to give priority to the test cases. Okay, so that we'll do later. Now before these two test cases, before actually you are testing, so I should check something. Some prerequisites will be there, right? Before actually you are testing, so what some prerequisites. So for that, what you do is before test, before test, before test, what we need to do is some verify details. So here verify all the prerequisites before execution. So before test you have to import. So import your before test. So what happens? Let's see. So before test, what happened? Just check. So what happened? Verifying all the prerequisites before execution. Okay, so now after test I need to write something, right? Before execution of all these tests, so we have used before test method. So that is like prerequisites. Now we use after test. If I use after test, verify exit details, verified all the post requisites after execution complete. So now again import this one. So is it clear, guys? Are you guys following?
Yeah.
Okay, give right click and test ng and give OK. See here, verifying all the prerequisites before execution, then so this anyhow we'll see. So here order is not correct. So see, verified all the post requisites after execution complete.
So, Suresh, suppose if we give after test in between of two tests, I mean in between of them.
Wait. No, I'll come to that. Just wait. Okay.
Yeah.
So before after is complete. So here I no need to follow the order. So I no need to follow like I should give before after as per the method, means as per the standards, or no. You can keep anywhere, but based on this whatever annotation it will work.
Yeah. Okay.
So it works based on your annotation. See.
Okay.
So you can keep anywhere, but only thing is it checks for this one after means this annotation. So what are the annotation this guy has used, and based on that only your test ng will take care of execution. Okay, so for understanding purpose I am giving in a proper order. Okay, now so we know test, before test and after test. I have one more thing before method. So this we call it as a method. Okay, before method I have to use something. So now tell me what to write before method. You guys tell me. So as of now I am giving all these names, right? Okay, admin details. Verify admin details. So how many methods we have here now currently? How many we have?
5.
Two.
No, only 2. Yeah.
See, before test complete, before wherever test is there, before that this works. Any number of testers are there. This before test execute only once.
Okay.
So after test also execute only once. Okay. Now your before method. So how many tests we have here? Two. So we call them, these are methods. So now let us see whether this
So we
before method.
won't count after test and before test as a
Yeah, let's see the
method.
result. Let's see the result. Then we can have a discussion. See, first before test executed, right?
Yeah.
Then verified the details. So because we are given before method, then executed the test.
Okay.
Okay, then verify admin details because your tests or
Oh,
your methods. So
okay.
if I give 5, if I give before method, then what, how many times it is executing?
2 times.
5
2
times.
times. Yeah, 5 times. Okay, so see in real time is it possible, right?
So it executes every time before every method,
Yeah, before every test method.
your test case.
Yeah. Now
No, it's
if I want
executing
to
2
give,
times, right?
come again?
Before method executing 2 times, right?
Yeah, correct. How many tests are there? Based on that, it will execute.
Yeah.
Okay, after a method. So here now onwards, I'll give verify before method execution, so that it will be easy for you guys. Verify after method execution. I'll give some name, guys. Okay, now tell me. So before test case will execute, then before method will execute, then your test case will execute, then after method should execute, right? Okay, then again before method
Before method,
and test,
test
then
method,
after method,
and
and
after
finally
method,
your
after test.
after test. Clear, guys? Are you guys following?
Yeah.
Okay, see here. See, is it happening? Before method, test case, and after method. Before method, test case, after method. So before that, before test case and after test case.
Yeah.
Clear, guys? These things? So we can say these are the prerequisites. So you are checking the prerequisites and post requisites for each test case. When you talk about before test, after test, we say prerequisites for the entire test. And after test means post requisites for the entire test. Okay?
Okay, suppose uh, if I want to execute two test cases like after before method before method annotation.
Mm-hmm.
If I write one more like method, so these two will be executed before every test case.
Yeah, before method you mean to say, right?
Yeah, before method.
Okay,
If I
okay.
write one more
Okay,
function.
let us check. So it has not given any error. So let us execute. Executing.
Yes.
And can't we execute two tests after before method?
Before method?
Can we execute two tests at a time?
No, right? Not possible, right? When you use before method, it is not, because TestNG will check what are the annotations you are using.
Yeah.
Correct?
So for every method it checks, right?
Yeah. So if you don't see, in that case, if you don't want, go directly with the test instead of using annotation.
Okay.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, in this test case, if you want to use only one, execute only one, you can execute. Okay, so by doing enable false. So let us see whether it is executing or not. Is it executed? No, right? See this complete thing, I have skipped it. Correct, guys?
Yeah.
So I can skip like this, enable. So if I do not want to execute, then I can skip this one. See, it says clearly it is passing only login page. Okay? So those are the things I mentioned here. So test, before test, after test, before method, after method. Now we'll see before suit and after suit. So we have seen the enable false also. Okay, now what is suit? So create a class suit1. So I do not want to use anything here. Okay. So now tell me what to write here. Before
Before test.
test suite
So
public
public
void
void
before test suite sorry before suit. So before suit system dot out dot println pre for entire suit. Then after okay, then so remove this one. Okay, let us execute and see what is happening before.
all classes.
Okay, then where is it? Where is post requisite?
Post verified all. Oh, okay, after execution complete.
Prerequisite. No, I should have post requisite, right? Yeah, so here. Okay, so this suit means for the entire test cases, all the test cases. See now, so you will write test case for means for 5 to 10 test cases, one class, right? Okay, this entire
Yeah.
thing is your package. So under TestNG, you have all your classes. And before that, I want to test something. So for that, I should use before tests, before suit and after suit. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yeah.
So in this, you can see how many test cases you have. In the suit one, in the sample one, I have opening browser, and then another one. What is the other one? Login page. So login page is working, right? But opening browser is not working. So in this, it will execute only one. But in the annotations, how many I have? One login, and another one is a opening browser. So working.
Yeah.
So one it is skipped. Why? Because we are given false as a false. Enable false. Now I want to give the dependency. So now if you see, it is working like first what is executing instead of opening browser, first what it is executing, login page, right?
Yeah.
What is it is? So it is executing login page. So what to do now? So depends on methods. Okay, now instead of executing this one, so first this will execute, and after execution of that one, this should execute. Let us see now. Hmm?
Software
Okay,
is
okay, okay,
not
okay. Sorry,
executing.
sorry, sorry, sorry. I should remove this one.
Then it should have to represent as like false, right?
See, now it is executing
Without
properly,
opening
right?
browser.
See, now it is properly. So priority based, is it working now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll remove one more time. I'll remove this completely and see. So if first two execute, then first one will execute. See now, two executes first, then one executes, but that is not my test case. First always one should execute. So that is the reason we use depends on methods.
Just
Yeah.
in previous condition also it should have to execute right when we did
No, we
represent
are
as
failing it,
false.
right? So we are
It
asking
should have
not to execute, right? We are asking
yeah,
not to
not
execute.
execute means the report has to show like this is failed but
See,
it's showing like
see
error.
one thing. See here what we are saying is this should not execute. If this is not executing, if this is successful, then only it should execute. Why? Because we are asking depends on methods. So this fails, and obviously this also will fail.
Yeah, the fail report is separate and error report is separate. It shows like error
No,
like
it says that I do not have any method to execute. That is the reason it is throwing an error. See, now if you see the error report, it's saying I do not have anything to execute. See, login page is depending on method public void testing sample1 bro, which is not annotated with the at test or not included. Okay, if I include this one, how can I include if I want enable true? Now execute it. So it says whatever it is giving error, it is a valid one, right? Am I right? Okay, so now it is executing properly now.
I mean, I'm saying like for fail cases also we need to get report, right? That's what.
Okay. No,
Suppose we
so we
take
can see
fail.
those things we can take it. So when we fail wantedly, then it will give failures.
Okay.
So do not worry. But the basic itself is wrong. That is the reason it failed.
Okay.
Okay, see it says it gives class count is 1 and methods how many we have? 2 methods. Okay, pass 2. So it is giving clearly. So how much time it is taking also it is giving the information. But we can check during the what is that JMeter. So you do not worry about it. So is it clear?
Yeah.
Suresh, I have a question.
Yes.
So generally we have so many test cases, let's say 100 test cases. So we don't write all the test cases in one class. So we write in different Java files, let's say.
Correct.
So in each class we have again before test and after test. So what is that order like? The first file will be executed first. How it happens?
No, that order we should give, right? See, always what we do is when we create this whatever classes we are creating a proper order. Okay, or we'll create couple of test classes into one folder and another into as a together. So that is the reason I said in the beginning itself what we do is we group the test cases. You can group, so just wait, you can also group using test engines with the same methods, we can also group it. So just wait for that class, then your doubts will be cleared.
Okay. So
Yeah,
one more question. What is the I heard about JUnit. Is a similar this thing, difference what is the difference between JUnit and
advanced,
test engine?
it's a
This
advanced,
one.
like you have less annotations in JUnit, okay, but you have more annotations in the uh,
Test engine. Okay.
yeah. So you have, see how many annotations you have. So did we check all these things? See, we have to complete this before groups and before class also, right?
Okay.
Okay, so then we have seen depends on method and we have seen only enabled. So, and we have to see data provider. So that is for database. So do not worry about it.
So what we are
Okay.
learning is test automation, right? Automation tool.
Yes. So this is another framework. This is a framework. So people will ask you, so what are the frameworks you have used? So
Okay.
when people ask you what are the frameworks, you have to say along with Selenium and along with Selenium, or just say we have used TestNG framework, and we have used for build management, we have used Ant framework. For the continuous integration, we have used Jenkins, and for the data driven, we have used data provider with TestNG. It's clear now?
Okay.
So you have to mention
What is
these ones.
Jenkins? Suresh?
Jenkins for the continuous integration. See,
Okay.
now I'll develop this entire script.
Yeah.
So maybe after 2-3 days I may do some changes, right?
Yeah.
I should integrate, right? One second, guys. Hello.
Yeah.
So you can check the documentation if you want. You can check the documentation also. So not required, guys. So because if you read again, it is like another book. Okay, so not everything is required. So just practice the scripts. So those are very, very important. So take some sites and try to do automation on your own. Okay, then only you can able to remember everything. Okay, so tomorrow we'll see remaining things and we'll see XML file. Okay,
Oh, Suresh, just now you're explaining about the Jenkins like integration part.
correct.
Yeah. So what exactly? I mean, if you change something in code, then what?
See, now assume that you are working on a program
Okay.
and assume that you are showed to your professor today.
Okay.
Okay, and result. So he is not satisfied with the result. So he said it's good, but it should be more better. Okay, now again you will do some changes in your program. Now you will go to the professor and say, the boss, I given yesterday some program, right? You show me that program. There I'll do the changes, or you will give the latest file.
We will change all the previous one.
So we say that ignore the previous one. This is the latest file, right?
Okay.
I cannot go into his machine and update everything, right?
Okay. Okay.
So that is integration, right?
Yeah.
So whatever you are developing every day, so you have to integrate to your project so that everyone can see whatever you have done. Otherwise, it
Okay.
will be in your system only. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, so whenever we do any development, so we have to follow all these things. So even though we use version control, until unless you are not put under any build management to into continuous integration, so no one can see actual result. Okay,
Yeah.
fine, Suresh.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So who else joined? Yeah, Vinay. I think Tejashwini joined and left, isn't it?
No, Vinay is the only one.
Okay. So tomorrow we'll complete the TestNG part. So if possible, tomorrow we'll try to at least connect to one database.
Okay.
So and see whether we are able to get the data or not.
Hello, Suresh.
Yes, Vinay.
Hello.
Yes, Vinay.
Yeah, Suresh. So, sorry, this one is different. So that Informatica banking profile, can I
Mm.
submit the same one, or do you want me to make some changes? Like, do you want me to add any client with banking profile?
Just no, whatever you have profile, just send it.
And that one only. Oh, sure, sure.
Yeah, you
Okay.
send it. If it is picked, it is good. If it is not picked, we'll take something different tomorrow next time.
Yeah, sure, sure. I'll
Okay.
do that. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Suresh,
Mm-hmm.
is marketing happening on Selenium also in the consultancy?
So means in Panther or in general you are asking?
Yeah, in Panther.
Yes, we are recruiting for automation also.
Okay.
So there are a couple of people already working on Selenium automation.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so this is what, guys. So you can check. Better I'll